Welcome back guys. In the previous lecture we have completed the designing part of the Firebase authentication. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the developing part. So first and foremost we have to create the hooks to these input values. So in the function I will create two hooks. Const email set email equal to useState. Initially this value is empty, and const password here set password equal to useState. Initially it is also empty, and now we have to assign these values to the input elements. I'll press enter. Here I will write value equal to this email, and password equal to on change equal to arrow function. So it will take the e as parameter, and here we have to write set email e dot target dot value, control S, and here also we need to do the same thing. Value equal to password and on change equal to this e set password e dot target dot value, control S. Now we have to create two different functions. The first one is for registration and the second one is for login. First I will write the on click function for registration. On click I will write the function name as register, and for login I will write the function name as login only. Now I will implement these two functions above here. Function register, and the second one will be function login, control S. So first we have to create the object of the Firebase real-time database, not real-time database, authentication. To create the object, first we have to import the Firebase here. Import Firebase obj from ./Firebase, control S. Now I will create the Firebase authentication object. Const fire auth obj, that means fire authentication object equal to Firebase object dot auth. This is the function. So now we got the Firebase authentication object. So now I will create the user details. Sorry, we need not to create the user details. Already we have given the details as email and password. Now we just need to implement the registration with the help of this Firebase authentication object. So you just need to type Firebase authentication object dot create new user with email and password. That's it. So this create new user with email and password will take the two parameters. The first one is email and the second one is password, control S. And then we have the two callback function. The first one will be then is the success callback function. So here we can print the direct alert pop-up. So alert user registered successfully, user registered successfully, control S. So here we got an error. For then we have to use any one parameter because it will send the response equal to. So now we got the correct output. And the second callback function will be catch. Catch stands for error. So catch will give the error as the parameter. So if we have any error, we have to print the response like alert user registration failed, control S. Now let me perform the user registration. So this is our application. Let me refresh the page. So now I will add the values. Email is equal to, so I will write test email 123@gmail.com, and password is equal to 1234567 8. Now I will click on the register button. Here you can see we got the message user registration failed. This is because we haven't initialized the Firebase authentication in our Firebase project. We have created a new Firebase project with the name for auth, but we haven't initialized the authentication. So here also we need to make some changes. So first click on this authentication, then click on the get started. And there will be many types of authentication in the Firebase. So we have to use the email and password authentication. This is our authentication, email and password. So if you click edit on this, you can see enable both. Click on save. So now if you click on these users, you can able to see no users for this project yet. So now refresh this page and click on the register button once again here. Now I will click on the register button once again. Here you can see now we got the alert pop-up with the message user registered successfully. Click on OK. Now refresh the page. After refreshing, you must able to see the first user details here, email. You can see we got our first user email, testemail123@gmail.com. Now I will create my second user, testuser2 or testuser9989, and I will write the password as from reverse order 987654321. Now I will click on the register button. Here you can see we got the message user registered successfully. Click on OK. Refresh the page here. You can see we got the second user email also. So if you want to register once again with the same email ID, you will get the error. So once again I will click on the register button for the same inputs. Here you can see we got the message user registration failed. This is because this user is already registered. Press OK. And now we have to implement the login functionality. So login is also very simple. Firebase auth dot login, sign in with email and password. This is the method, sign in with email and password. And here we need to give two parameters, email and password. Here also we will be having same thing. Then is the success callback function. Here you will get the response alert user login successful. And for error we have to write catch method. Here we need to type alert user login failed, Control S. So refresh the page. Now I will log in with the first user credentials. That means testmail123@gmail.com. testmail123@gmail.com, and the password will be 123456778. Now I will click on the login button. Here you can see we got the message user login failed. So let me check the password. I will write 123 up to 9. Here also we got the wrong password 123456789. So test email. So here I have written just test mail. Password will be 123456778 only. Click on login. Here you can see we got the message user login successful. So by mistake I have given test mail. Here the email is test email. Now I will log in with the second account credentials. The second account is having test email 9989. So test email 9989@gmail.com. Click on login. Here you can see it will show the error user login failed because this is not the password of the second user. The second user password is in the reverse order 987654321. Now I will click on the login button. Here you can see we got the message user login successful. So compared to the real-time database, Firebase authentication is very simple, and you can use this Firebase authentication in any of your application, that may be React, Angular or plain JavaScript, anything, etc. So now we have to print the alerts in the suite alerts instead of printing on the alert pop-up. So first of all I will import swal, import Sval from Sweet Alert. And so for success registration, I will write sval.fire, and here I will write congrats, and the message will be user registered successfully. User registered successfully. And here we need to write the symbol as success. When it comes to the error, you have to write, copy this thing, sorry, here user registration failed, user registration failed, and error. For login also you have to implement the same function, sval.fire, congrats, user logged in successfully. For success function, user logged in successfully. And for failure we have to write user login failed, sorry, user login failed. Control S. So that's it. Our authentication project is completed with the alert pop-up. Now I will refresh the page and I will first log in with the valid credentials. Valid credential will be testemail123@gmail.com and password will be 1234567 1234566. Now I will click on the login button. Here you can see I got the message, congrats, user logged in successfully. Click on OK and type invalid password. Here you can see again also we got the same message, we got the message but symbol is wrong. Here we need to change the symbol, error. Control S. Now click on the login once again. Here you can see now we got the error symbol. Okay. Now I will perform the registration operations. So the registration operator will be warner123@gmail.com and I will write the password as warner123. Click on register. Here you can see we got the message, congrats, user registered successfully. Press OK. Now click on register button once again. It will show you the error because this email is already exist in the Firebase authentication. Click on the register button. Here you can see we got the message, user registration failed. So this is about the Firebase authentication. Thank you.